If you're new here and you've not met me before, welcome. Deb here. I usually run a little sewing channel, but I'm showing a few videos about Christmas in New Zealand for my subscribers. You're most welcome to join us. If you haven't visited my channel before, I'm British. I live in New Zealand. I have lived here since 2003 and I am married to a New Zealander. And although we might seem culturally quite similar, in some ways we are, but in a lot of ways we're not. Anyway, on with the show, and let me show you what New Zealand looks like at Christmas. It's Christmas parade day, and I'm going to go into Palmerston North and I'm going to go for a cycle, and I am going to see if I can film it for you. Here is my trusty steed, my wonderful electric bike. Here we go. Let's see what we can see. So we're in the early 20s and you can see the crowd gathered to watch the parade. Lots of children here. Palmerston North is a town of about 90,000 people, so it's not a huge crowd. I think there's two sides of the square, so two streets like this. Here come a pipe band. Do I love a man in a kilt? I do. Yeah, very, very nice. Now, there's still quite a bit of Scottish culture here. A lot of pipe bands and so forth, they seem to come out on these occasions. Remembering, of course, that a lot of New Zealanders originally came from Irish and Scots descent, the early pioneers. Here's the mayor. I think he is the mayor. I don't know if he's a mayor or a false mayor. And here's some doggies in a car. I think they're doggies. Here's Macintosh cranes. They obviously were a major sponsor of the event and got out their shiniest new trucks for perusal, and yeah, lent them to the local school and to a few other organisations. This is Speedway, which is very popular in Palmerston North. They love driving things around fast and making lots of noise to New Zealanders. You'll see the children walking around throwing out sweets. You'll see various people. Oh, here's Fire Rescue, the Hazmat Command. And yeah, another fire truck. Always good to do a bit of community work at the old fire. Now this one is an enormous great crane, which I think looks rather unfortunately dodgy. I'm glad it was called Big Bill and not Big something else. And fire, yeah. Here's a little fire truck, probably for the country roads, and another fire truck. Yes, they really got all the fire trucks out. Now this is Falun Dafa. Palmerston North is a place where not only is there 3 major educational establishments, so that brings in a lot of internationals into Palmerston North, which is quite unusual for a provincial town in New Zealand. And I think because of that, they also resettle a lot of refugees here. And I believe, I might be wrong here, but Falun Dafa, they are persecuted in China. Now, whether these are all refugees or not, I'm actually not quite sure. But anyway, they are definitely making a lovely show in their yellow suits. Note to the sewists here, don't colours make a splash. Yes, love the way they get dressed up, and another great Macintosh piece of machinery. My husband would drool over this machinery. Yes, and they've got a nice little brass band on it. I'm sorry if I've mucked up the sound a bit, but it was really hard to try and keep the sound synchronized and yet make the whole thing short enough to be watchable, because if you're not there, obviously it's not quite as interesting. This is the multicultural centre. As I say, lots of people here from different parts of the world. If anybody is watching can dispute this, but I think a lot of people from other countries find it quite nice and easy to live in New Zealand. There's the Sikhs, and I think there are 25% of people in New Zealand are actually born outside the country. Now, I'll have to check that statistic, but I'm pretty sure it's still true. So yeah, a lot of immigrants here. Look at the presents, aren't they lovely? Yep. And yeah, what do you think of Santa on his sleigh with the reindeer, with the sun shining all around you? And here's the police car pulling up the rear. There we are. I hope you found that interesting. Yeah, I'll see what else I can find for you that shows a really typical Kiwi Christmas. And until then, I'll say goodbye, have a lovely time, and see you soon. Bye.